back to my weekly recap, you guys. This week, we talked about addictions, gossiping, toxic people, and being yourself. Has an addiction. And they need some mental help because at the end of the day, if you try to make a person be wrong every time that you're wrong, and you want them to feel like it's their fault, that's an addiction. You need to go get some help. But if you have a real addiction, like a drug addiction and a drinking addiction, please seek help. Please do not wait till the last minute and feel like you have everything down pat, because you don't. Because at the end of the day, you never know when you're going to relapse. You're never going to know when enough is not enough. You know, sometimes people who do have drug addictions and drinking addictions, they don't know that they are really harming themselves and that they are hurting the people that they love the most, because you're putting them in a position where they have to feel like they have to pick and choose between you or the drinking, or you and the smoking, you and the cocaine sniffing, or you and the crack blowing. You're going to go back and gossip. You're going to go back and tell your friends what you done heard, because you want to keep them updated on the news in the school. We've all done it. Don't act like you haven't, because you'll be lying to yourself. A lot of y'all do lie to yourself a lot and be like, I never did that. I never said it. I would never. And it be real lies. Like, y'all really believe yourself in these lies that y'all come up with. It's alright that half of y'all believe these fake narratives that y'all come up with. But to act like y'all ain't never gossiped, and to act like y'all have never been the gossiping Nancy's, that's a lie. Especially those who were quote-unquote popular in school. Y'all all done gossip. Y'all all done made some gossips, some fake newses. And a lot of them got finsters. We all have a little toxic in us. Let's not play like we're not toxic at some point in our life. We're not even going to do that. You're toxic, they're toxic. We all have a little bit of toxic in us. So let's not act like we ain't been a little toxic, and we don't like a little toxic every now and then. But if you're a toxic person and you think that you have to control an individual and you have to control the situation, seek mental help. Seek a therapist, because I don't know what y'all get out of feeling like being in toxic relationships. Mind you, I have friends in toxic relationships. The individual that you thought I couldn't be. Because at the end of the day, my light was meant to shine. Yours is meant to be dimmed. Because why? You didn't understand how to be yourself. You didn't understand the assignment. You didn't understand that it's okay to be different. It's okay not to be liked by everybody. And it's okay to say, so what, that I'm not the person that you think I am. Or I'm not who you want me to be. Because that's why I'm not meant to be that person that you're trying to box me in as. You can't go on a Scantron sheet and bubble me in. I'm not going to be that individual. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be who I am, what makes me happy. And I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to dictate who I am. Sorry, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be fun. I'm going to be shady. I'm going to be petty. I'm going to be that individual. So let's get into it. You know, as I said in the episode, we all have been toxic. We all enjoy a little toxic sometimes. But when it becomes too much toxic and the toxicity gets to a point where it's like draining to who you are as a person, and even the relationship, even if it's just your friends, if it's your significant other, it's okay to walk away from somebody that's toxic. We may like it, we may indulge in it every now and then, but when it becomes too much of a toxic waste, as I'm going to call it, run for the hills. It's okay to leave. You don't have to just stick around because you think, this is what I'm used to, this is what I know, so I should just stick it out, and it's going to get better. But if it doesn't get better, leave that toxic individual. Some people don't deserve to be in your life, and some people are only in your life for a moment. And in order to grow and evolve, you have to really be able to even say, I need to walk away from me. I need to figure out who I am as a person and what matters to me. I don't need to just stick around because I think I care about you. And you say you care about me, but you keep being toxic. You keep draining the life out of me. If a situation drains you, walk away. Okay, and y'all all be phony. Let's be real. Y'all love to be funny and be like, y'all don't gossip. I've seen a lot of people gossip. I know a lot of people gossip. We all have gossip. Especially when you're in school and you're around your friends, you gossip. You say something. You may say, oh, blase, blase, this and that. But you don't gossip. You gossip, he gossip, she gossip, your mama gossip, your granny gossip. And y'all know these grandparents gossip a lot too. But if you can't handle being the topic of gossip, then I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to have to be able to understand that sometimes you're going to become the trending topic. When people are running out of storylines, they got to involve you in the story. You know, sometimes people's storylines dry out and the same narrative gets old. So they have to create something new and spontaneous that people may believe. And it's okay. If you know the gossip ain't true, either don't repeat it or don't take offense to it. A hit dog will holler. You can't say that it's not true, but then you go back and you get upset about it. If I hear some gossip about me, I'm like, well, dang, I did that. I didn't know I did that. That was me. I will follow up with the narrative, and I will just listen to it, because guess what? I know it's fake. You know it's fake. The gossip is gossip. There's always a gossiping Nancy, and if you're the gossiping Nancy in school, I promise when the shoe is on the other foot, I better not see you cry. I better not hear that you are being the hit dog that's hollering now, because how are you going to be that hit dog when you were spreading the gossip before? Addictions. If you're addicted to any drugs, I advise you to reach out and get help. There's AAs, there's people who are there to help you out through an addiction so that you can beat it and overcome it. Because at the end of the day, you don't want that addiction to become too much and take over your life, to the point where you aren't able to be even a friend, a parent, somebody who is rational enough of thinking. So if you're addicted, please seek help. There's a lot of hotlines that you can hit up. There's a lot of counselors, AA groups that will open up you. Please seek help. And lastly but not least, being yourself. If you can't be yourself, don't expect somebody to be real with you. To the end of the day, you have to know who you are and what you stand on. If you don't stand on nothing, you're going to fall for anything. And that's the most important thing that I tell people. If you're going to be yourself, be that. If people like you, they like you. If they don't like you, they just don't like you. That's just something that they're going to miss out on. Don't be the person who thinks that you have to change up who you are because you want to fit in with the next person. I don't care how mad I may be with you. I will never tell a person to switch up who they are to appeal what I like. Never. And I'm never going to switch up who I am to fit in a category that you want me to fit in. If I can't vibe with you, or my personality don't like yours, or yours don't like mine, then you're not meant to be in my life, and I'm not going to keep changing for you. I've changed and I evolved over the years. I didn't change and evolve for you. I didn't change and grow for you. I changed and grew for myself. So be yourself. Be the person who be like, so what? You don't like me? So be it. I don't fit in with you. That's just your problem. I'm not about to sit here and change who I am and what I stand on and my morals and my values for you. It will never be that. And that's the thing. You're not meant to fit in with everybody. And that's okay. Don't be the person who tries to fit in with the bubble. Thanks for checking out my weekly recap today. Make sure you guys check out a brand new episode when it airs next week.